Aquaman The Lost Kingdom is in production, and we haven't really gotten any looks at what's going on over there with James Wan and Jason Momoa. Until today. Not only did James Wan give us a first look at the new costumes for Aquaman King of Atlantis, but he showed us, once again, he actually reads Aquaman comics. Let's check out the new suits and talk about what might be going on. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, don't forget about our big giveaway. We're going to give away a PlayStation 5 at 25,000 subscribers. All you have to do to get in on the giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us some sort of comment. Also, if you can, check out that Buy Me a Coffee link down below. It is an awesome way to support this channel with just a tiny bit of pocket change, all while creating no new obligations for yourself. We really appreciate it. Well, we woke up this morning to quite a surprise from director James Wan. As many of you know, he's currently working on the Aquaman sequel, and outside of a production title of Necros, we haven't really got a lot of other details. Earlier today, James Wan took to his Instagram and actually dropped 2 pictures. One was a pretty standard update to a superhero costume, but the second one showed us once again, I think James Wan is actually reading Aquaman comics. So here's the first picture. And check out the second picture. Now, obviously, Jason Momoa will look great in whatever costume they put him in, but if you are a fan of Aquaman comics, that suit should ring a bell. Back in 1986, right after Crisis, they really did a full-on redesign of Aquaman, and most of this was done by production designer Neil Posner. The new suit was very aesthetically different, and that was on purpose, because there were big changes happening in the Aquaman storyline, which included Aquaman and Mera actually living happily in Florida, of all places, only to be called back to Atlantis to deal with a magical and violent threat. Now, this miniseries was pretty controversial because it did retcon a lot of Aquaman's origin stories, but it is well known by fans, and the costume itself does have a cult status. It did make a brief appearance in the digital series Aquaman Deep Dives, but besides that, it is pretty much part of that long-lost Aquaman lore, only to be part of that miniseries. I find this interesting because, once again, we'll talk about the working title of Necros. Necros is a city that exists underwater that disappears, and then reappears much later on. Although this appears to be magical, there's actually a pretty interesting technological reason for it all, and I believe will be at the center of the new movie. We actually did a video on Necros. I recommend you check it out. It's linked down below. Like the blue suit, it has a very limited comic run. It actually only appeared in 1 issue. So again, James Wan appears to be digging deeper and deeper into the Aquaman source material. Now, as for the black suit, I kind of like it. And I like the idea of almost any superhero having more than 1 costume on screen, so giving Aquaman another costume is perfectly fine with me. Quite honestly, it matters how it fits in the story, not really what it looks like in a single shot. Honestly, we never really know until we see the costume in motion. So, what do you guys think? How do you like the new suits for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? And do you think this represents another example of James Wan diving deeply into Aquaman lore? I really think it does. Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.